RadioActive, the hottest science program on 97.4 FM. On from 11:30 to 12:30 every Tuesday.
Tune in for sizzling stories, cute facts, and the latest news in science. It's all you need to know about what's going on.
RadioActive is hot.
Without all the research. Good morning and welcome to RadioActive, your weekly inoculation against the ignorance that is science. We have a special science show today for one reason, and one reason only.
How come I'm not on that promo? I think I should be on that
Connor
promo.
Connor Culkin is here in the studio with me.
This is my second appearance on the science show, and it's well overdue. I've never been asked before. I think I'm the 7th or 8th choice. Usually Osama bin Laden is the 6th choice. He's usually hanging around the studio.
He's usually just a special guest.
But I was asked to do a job today, and I'll hang around for 20 or so minutes. Maybe a bit longer.
You weren't asked, you were begged. You said, please let me be on the science show.
We'll see how it goes. But anyway, this is the science show, as somebody was just about calling me on my phone there. I think that could be the man himself, Mr.
Bin Laden. Stop talking about me.
Alright,
on today's show we've got glaciers, we've got inbreeding is good. I've always supported that. That's especially for Valentine's Day. We got snake attacks. We've got a special report on an African island. There's something iffy about it. In health news, we've got pot smoking is good for AIDS. Parents of fat children ignore their children. Not that they ignore them, they just ignore the fact that they are fat. Males are prone to cloning, apparently. We've got a special thing on matchmaking.
Yeah.
Naps are good for everything, really. And then we got a black hole in Switzerland. But first off, we've got some music. It is the Laura Fisher Band, formerly known as Furbelow. Enjoy.
We gotta live on science alone.
That was especially for Valentine's Day, the day that it is. That was Elvis and Evil. That's how I feel, women. Right, if you want to contact the show today... Have you quite finished, Connor? If you want to contact the show today, please do so by texting to 086-177-8197. Or email us, or if you'd like to leave anything with us that we could get back to you on, email us in at radio@ucc.ie, or just leave RadioActive in the prefix.
Yes.
Science news. You're good at saying yes, and I've noticed that this morning.
You could maybe leave us like a Valentine's Day science-related poems, like, you know, I don't know, what could it say? Roses are red. Plutonium is green. I like your... No, I was going to go a bit kind of... a bit dirty there. So we'll leave it off because I don't want to down the level of this show, because it's a classy show. I listen to it regularly. And, you know, I'm just doing my bit. In many ways, I've won a competition to come on this show. But anyway, Donnacha, I cut you off.
We are like the #1 science show in Cork.
Yeah, in Ireland, maybe. Possibly.
No, I think there's other science shows out there, so we just go down the list when you move out of Cork.
Maybe Munster?
Yeah. You know what? Munster.
#1. Somebody's from Limerick is calling up to oppose us there, I'd say, saying...
That is my breakfast show persona you were talking about, and I hear on RadioActive I am actually professional and I have no problems with Limerick.
Oh, so you're kind of like Bowie, you just become a different man.
Yes. Earlier on was my Ziggy, and right now I'm just...
Aladdin Zane.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of a different persona as well. When I'm not behind the desk, I'm a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more, risque.
a little bit way.
a little bit more risque. But anyway, Donnacha, some science news.
First of all, health news. This is what all men throughout the world, and especially Mexico, have been wanting to hear, and maybe a bit of Italy. Naps may cut heart deaths.
Este loco.
Oh, yeah. The siesta, it's going to be a great thing. Being caught napping may be stressful, but napping itself may actually relieve stress and do the heart some good. Researchers have found. I love these researchers. Where are they from? They are from the Harvard School of Public Health in Boston, Massachusetts, and the University of Athens. What have they got to do with it? Oh yeah, in the siesta part of the world, they're also doing another study in it. They were just napping. The scientists have tracked participants for over 6 years on average.
You know, the thing about Spain is, right, and their siestas. What time? I mean, they generally have a siesta from 2 to 4, or... See, it kind of brings back the whole day, so that means they have their dinner at around about 10 o'clock. I was at a soccer match. In most places in Europe, soccer starts about 8 o'clock. In Spain, the matches start at 10 o'clock. So the whole day is kind of... they end up going to bed very late.
Yeah, shops stay open till way later there as well.
And it's really annoying because anytime I go to Spain and I want to do a bit of shopping or a little bit of browsing for presents, I always end up going the time they have their siestas. But yeah, I suppose it makes sense. Makes them feel fresh and aware. But why do they have to have siestas in the wintertime? I was over in Barcelona and all the shops are closed.
Because they don't get to hibernate.
What?
They don't get to hibernate.
Yeah, maybe so. But anyway, Donnacha, you're looking at something there. What do we have for us next?
I'm reading. Well, I'm doing research for the show.
Will I do my head story?
You can if you want.
Is matchmaking a science? Now, this is a Valentine's Day themed story here.
It's a special one we got ready for today.
Yes, indeed. Valentine's Day is supposed to be a pleasant occasion. But for many single people, it is only a painful reminder that there is a lack of love and romance in their lives. A recent survey conducted in London revealed that lots of people are single. In fact, about half of Londoners between the ages of 20 and 59 seem to be unattached. Did you do the story just to annoy me?
I fit into that bracket too, so I'm not just doing it to annoy you.
Yeah, well, I'm from London, so this is more or less a story about my love life. I'll continue. Perhaps the intuitive powers of matchmaking could be useful to pair people up. But some modern day matchmaking services are using psychology as a more reliable way of determining who you really should be asking out on a date. If you're looking for love online, you will find out that some websites are turning to science. By visiting Normal Frogs, eHarmony, or Cyber Suitors.
The first one was No More Frogs.
No More Frogs.
I had trouble reading that one too.
You will be asked to complete a psychometric test that will identify your personality traits. This is a really ever-growing popular thing now in big cities because people are so busy with work and what have you that they've no time for a social life or they've no time for a love life. So basically they're logging on their statistics and information about themselves online, and people just call up and them say, yeah, do you want to go for a date or something more? And that's actually become really, really big now in certainly in the UK, just a whole cyber dating thing. And so yeah, we're certainly moving on. Before you used to go up to a lady in a bar and chat to them, now you do it on the internet, so it just proves how big
it's because of people like using my chat up line that we mentioned earlier on the breakfast show today, that people have to resort to the internet.
But I think the internet in a way is I find it a little bit even more sleazy than sleazy chat up lines, because you don't know,
because it could be a 40-year-old guy.
Yeah, you don't know
maybe you just have to take a risk. Who knows, he could be nice and funny. That's all people are looking for in a partner.
I do know people that have met their partners on the internet and are quite happy with them, but then I've heard of other occasions when it hasn't gone to plan, and you end up meeting a person. I remember this one circumstance. I actually saw this on the television that they organised a blind date, and she saw this guy. She saw who she was going to go out with, and she had to travel like up to Newcastle. She was from London, and she done a runner because she didn't like the look of him. So the poor man was just left there standing, lonely on his own. But yes, indeed, Londoners apparently are very, very lonely from the ages of 20 to 59, and they're all unattached. So I don't know why the list, mate.
I'd like to thank Connor from reading the latest extracts from his latest autobiography.
It's going to be called Standing Tall.
English Blood, Irish Heart.
That's very good, yeah. Bit of a Morrissey thing.
Well, we're on the topic of siestas. Here is Señor Coconut's version of a Michael Jackson classic. Just remember, complaints to 086 177 8197.
We like
97.4.